Christian mamas, did you know that dinosaurs were demonic? Y'all went crazy when I started talking about dinosaurs being unholy creatures. Why is that? Your sons love the dinosaurs. I get it. But as a Christian mama, you have a higher standard of living as it concerns your sons, as it concerns all of your children. Here's the truth of it. In Genesis chapter 6, we're taught about the angels that came down on Mount Hermon. They saw the honey. It was like, oh, I need me one of them. So against the will of the Almighty God, they went down and got wives of the human women and had babies called Nephilim. Did you know that's not only what they did? In the book of Joshua, we learn about the demonic things that these angels did when it came down to the earth. Specifically in chapter 9, we learned that they participated in what we would call today gene splicing, meaning they took DNA from different animals, mixed it with their own DNA, and created monsters. They created dinosaurs, as well as some other creatures, because they dealt with fish, mermaids, they dealt with creatures on land, centaurs, and they also dealt with birds in the air. You know those women that we hear about in mythology that had wings? Demonically created beings. Okay? Had to whisper to it so it don't hurt so bad. So when we allow our children to play with these things, it's literally inviting in warfare, demonic oppression, possession, depression, depends on how holy you are, and a love for things that are not like the Almighty God. And that's not what we're called to. This is part of the reason why Noah only was able to take certain animals. It talks about that in many of the books as well, such as the book of Joshua, the book of Jubilees, where there was a process where they had to go through to find animals that were pure in blood, just like Noah was pure in blood. He was one of the only man, his bloodline was the only bloodline on earth that had not been tainted with Nephilim blood. So they had to find animals that also were not tainted by Nephilim blood. So we have to keep these things in mind and have these understandings. This may be your first time hearing about this, but make sure you take the time to pray and study, because dinosaurs are unholy creatures that our children should not be playing with. There are things that are going to attract demonic entities and also bring about certain spirits, like the spirit of rebellion, spirit of violence, spirit of disobedience in our children. And if you recognize these things in your sons who play with these dinosaurs, yeah, the dinosaurs gotta go, mama. And if you need help having that conversation with your son to help them understand why the toy has to go, make sure you grab my newest children's book, I Am a Seer. In this book, the main character Isaac has a touch and go situation with some unholy toys that were in his toy box, and he had to make the hard decision on what to do with those toys who were inviting demonic spirits into his bedroom at night. And this is going to be very important, especially if you have a child who complains of things being under their bed, things being in their closet. There's likely toys in those places or in the room in general that is opening up a doorway that should not be open. This book is going to help you have that conversation with your child to help them understand why certain toys cannot be allowed in the house. If you want access to a prayer resource to help you to pray, to get understanding, to help your child get an understanding of things in the spirit realm that you may not have understood up until this point, if you have not realized up until this point, or if you generally just want protection, prayers of warfare to be able to pray over your children, make sure you comment prayer in the comment box, and I am going to send you a free prayer resource that goes along with the book to help you cover your prophetic child in prayer, your very spiritual child in prayer, in a way that's going to be effective, that's going to teach you how to war in the spirit, and also help you get an understanding of these matters that you may not have even thought about before. I hope this helps. Shalom.